Hello, teacher. This is lesson plan number 13. I'm going to start sharing my screen. And as you see, I have lesson plan 13 over here. So, an informative data. The name of the school, which doesn't apply. The theme is simple present. The date is January 23, 2021. And the grade is for first Bachillerato General Unificado. The duration of this class is 45 minutes. And the proficiency level is an A2 for elementary English. And the lesson plan designer, it's me, Maria Jose Vinesa Jaramillo. As an objectives, during this lesson, students will be able to first listen to or read aloud. They will need to listen to or read aloud. For the speaking part, they will need to talk about the read aloud. For the reading part, read simple present sentences. And for the written part, they need to correct grammar errors on some sentences. The methodology, um, I will use the direct method, autolingual method, and the total physical response. As strategies, they will have to work the whole class and also pair work. The anticipatory set, the students will need to listen to or read aloud first. Then for the main teaching input as a word map activity, the whole class will play hot potato, and whoever gets the ball, they will need to do 10 jumping jacks. And here we have the total physical response. I want them to exercise a little bit. I want them to engage a little bit. I know this is going to take a little time, but eventually they will have fun. And since this is a warm-up activity, why not? Um, then the students, um, I will demonstrate to students some examples of how to use simple present and how to construct sentences with it. Here we have a lot of repetition, so that's why I chose the autolingual method. And students will work in pairs, and they will need to work on a worksheet where they have where they have to correct grammar structures. I'm gonna walk around to check if the students are doing the correct thing. Maybe they might need some support, so I can help them out as well. And then students will share the teacher and classmate their answers to, and I will check their worksheet if they completed the task correctly. And to conclude, they will have a quiz, and the students will need to answer 16 multiple choice questions about the topic. The modeling, the teacher will reflect all the information about the topic to the students. We give example first to the students, and so they can understand what to do. They have to do and what they need to do in the other activities. For the guided practice, students in pairs, they will need to correct the grammar errors in the worksheet that I am going to provide. Teacher will check their answers, and I'll be served as a guide for the students for them to complete the task successfully. Um, Also, as an independent practice, they will need to do a series of activities that require their attention. So that's why it's super important for them to concentrate and focus on what we are doing. And they will also orally need to explain their answers. And this part is very important because I want them to orally use English and express themselves using vocabulary words. And to assess, like I said before, we're going to have a quiz. They will need to answer 16 questions. And I also I'm going to be working from the beginning to the end. I'm going to ask some random questions to the students so I can see if they understood the lesson. For the closing, the class will end by reviewing all the final thoughts that they might have about the topic. If they have questions or if they have any doubts, we can take a little bit time to do some final reviewing. And I'll be doing a short summary of the simple present, the topic of the day. So that will be all for lesson number 13. I hope that is very clear. And thank you, teacher.